Hello again, I'm Blunty, and that, if you're not aware, is Justin Bieber, a clean-cut, non-threatening Canadian snot-nose plucked from obscurity by the record companies because he is very, very marketable to young girls. And with the assistance of the soulless corporate monsters that we call the music industry, Justin has been carefully manicured, prepared and groomed to be the ultimate non-threatening, happy little smiley, innocent, siren song singing regurgitator of vapid pop songs guaranteed to send every teenage girl in the Western world into a fit of frenzy and have them suck their money right out of the wallets of their parents. Young Justin here is in Australia at the moment, and yesterday morning he was supposed to give what they're calling a concert, which was in actuality merely 3 songs, which I would more properly call a performance, if you can call what this boy does performing at all. But things went a little bit sour. This was all set up by a morning TV show, hosted, of course, by insufferably smarmy pricks, as all morning shows are. Unfortunately, the 5,000 teenage girls that turned up wouldn't listen to any advice of the security or even police that turned up to try and keep them in control before Justin did his little dancy bit on stage, and wound up with several girls being injured, several of them having to be sent to hospital, one of which wound up with a shattered kneecap because these morons couldn't keep themselves in check, so utterly sucked in by the marketing machine that surrounds Justin Bieber, they went into a frenzy that is being compared to what happened when the Beatles first toured, which is utterly ridiculous. And with concerns for the continued safety of the remaining teenagers in this increasingly aggressive crowd of mind-wiped drones, the Australian police called off the concert. Personally, I was cacking myself silly watching footage and interviews of these idiot teenage girls weeping and gnashing and crying and getting all pissed off because the concert was cancelled on them because they couldn't control themselves. You got what you deserved. Personally, I cannot wait and am simultaneously dreading the day when the inevitable happens and this squeaky clean image of Justin's gets tarnished by some scandal, which will leave a bunch of girls heartbroken, a bunch of girls in denial, saying it couldn't possibly have done this, and be a bunch of people making excuses, and the media doing what they do best and becoming backstabbing vultures after nothing but ratings and money, when innocent little non-threatening Justin Bieber finally succumbs to a sex tape scandal, or drugs, or gets found with a hooker in his hotel room, or any number of things that have happened to any number of previous vapid pop stars who exist for about 5 years before they disappear into obscurity and shame. Before, of course, in the search for more money and to fulfill the soul-clenching contracts of the record company, they wait a few years for everything to die down and attempt a comeback, which inevitably fails and is compared to their early career as shit. And to every ignorant, mind-wiped teenage girl who is watching this video because it says Justin Bieber in the friggin' title, get some perspective. It's just some kid who was plucked from obscurity in Canada to become a marketing machine with which to take your money away. The guy is not talented. I mean, let's recite some of his lyrics from one of his biggest songs. Baby, 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 baby. Baby, baby, baby. Yeah, that's deep stuff. That's talented songwriting right there. It's fantastic. I'm so glad that teenage girls these days are devoting themselves to such mastery of the English language and skill with the word and the poetry of baby, 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 baby. I'm sure you're getting a lot out of this ridiculous child being used by record companies. One of the most hilarious and frankly ridiculous things I saw, this swarm of A-cups and hormones, where girls holding up signs, you know, we love you, Justin, and all that sort of stuff, but there were a couple of them holding up signs like, marry me, Justin. The kid's 15! He can't even legally marry you. And even if he did, people who get married that young always end in disaster and divorce and hatred anyway. Because in about 5 years' time, you're going to look back at this and you're going to be ashamed of how utterly ridiculous and absurd you were. And quite honestly, I hope that any teenage girl out there who has such devotion for this ridiculous child never actually comes to any kind of power or influence, because you're obviously too stupid to have any control over what anything happens in this world. I hope you all wind up serving burgers for the rest of your life in some second-rate fast food chain. Justin Bieber is ridiculous. His fans are ridiculous. And you're all being used. You idiots. I'm Blunty. Thanks for watching. Bitch away.